I'm Carl Solomon of the Solomon Law Group. I'm here with Clark Solomon and Kiss Maria Wellness. We're here today for Yoga with Kirsten. Every Wellness Wednesday here from the Solomon Law Group. We hope you have a great 2021.
Welcome to Yoga with Kirsten.
We're beginning with our sun salutations. We're going to go through it nice and slow, piece by piece, so that we can eventually put it all together. So make sure you remain mindful in each individual pose. Don't try not to anticipate the next pose so much. See how your body feels in each pose, and if you need to modify, you can do that. Or if you want to make it a little bit more intense, I can also show you how to do that. So we're going to begin with our arms out by our sides, our shoulders drawn down away from our ears. Think about putting your shoulder blades in your back pockets. Your quadriceps are engaged, so these muscles all along the front of your thighs are nice and strong, so your legs aren't hyperextending. You're going to create a little bit of tension in them. Your back is not arching, your core is engaged. So your tailbone is slightly tucked under, and we'll inhale and bring our arms up nice and high. And exhale and dive down to our forward fold. So you're going to let your neck have a neutral spine position. So you don't want to look up and around and everywhere. You're going to let your gaze extend between your knees behind you. If your flexibility will allow you, you can place your hands all the way down to the mat. But if not, you can just let them fall where they want to. It doesn't matter. Letting your hips gently follow the pattern of where your knees are bending. Perfect. And then we'll half lift. So we're going to drag our fingertips up our shins. Rest your hands on your shins. Pull your shoulders back and down. So although you're in this position, you're still going to pull your shoulders back and down. Your shoulder blades are in your back pocket. You're lifting your chest. You can extend your gaze out on the floor in front of you, if you like. Take nice deep breaths here. So from half lift, we will melt down to the mat once more. So for the sake of just learning the poses separately by themselves, we're going to walk our hands down to a plank. So you're going to walk your hands as far as you can. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Your core is engaged. Now if you want to modify a plank, you can gently lower one knee at a time. Tuck your tailbone under. Make sure they're in the straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your knees. Engage your core and draw your navel into your spine. Alright, so while you're here, also remember to keep your elbows hooked in by your sides. Core is engaged. You can hold this for however long you would like to hold it, just to strengthen your core and your arms. And then from here, you're going to gently or slowly bend your elbows so that your chest comes down to the mat. But you're not going to stay here for long. You'll lift your chest and press up through the tops of your feet or upward dog. Now, if your back and your arms don't like this, you can just do a gentle lift or cobra. And then from there, you'll tuck your toes, whichever variation you chose, you'll tuck your toes. Come up for your downward dog here. Alternate bending and straightening each knee. Until your flexibility will allow you to place both of your heels down on the mat. Your ears are between your biceps. You're pressing your chest right down to the mat. Your elbows are hugged in by your side. Your fingertips are spread wide and your weight is distributed evenly all throughout your hands. Just walk your feet in if you're just learning your sun salutation, or you can jump your feet in. But from here, we will roll it up slowly as we get ready to repeat. So breathe. Inhale, arms come up once more. Inhale. Also, what I forgot to mention the first time is try to make sure you're not arching your back. You keep your core nice and engaged the entire time. Now that your arms are raised to the sky, your shoulders are still down and away from your ears. You're engaging your lat muscles back here so that your shoulders are still drawn down. So exhale and dive down to your forward fold once more. And then you'll hang out here for a moment just for however long you need to. If you just want to stretch, if you like the stretch of your hamstrings, you can just hang out here and breathe. If you have blocks that you may need to help you or assist you with your flexibility, you can do that. Or you can place your hands wherever is comfortable for you. But relax your neck. Let your head fall. If you like, you could do a gentle no motion with your head. Perfect, and we'll have lift here, fingertips come up your shins. Breathe, lift the chest. So your back is as flat as possible. Try not to round your back, not in one bit. If you have a little teacup back here, you don't want it to be able to fall over because your back is flat. Always remember to find stillness in that pose, so try not to anticipate what's coming next. Try to be mindful of how your body feels while you do each individual pose or as you move on to the next one. Great job, and then we'll melt back down to the mat. We're going to let our hands come touching the mat. From here, if you like, you can either walk your feet back one at a time like so. Find yourself in a plank, or you can bend your knees slightly and jump your feet back into your plank. Something I like to think about when I jump my feet back into a plank is thinking if you're on an apartment above neighbors, you don't want to jump, make a lot of sound, so try to make that a soft jump, keeping your knees slightly bent. You don't want your back to arch when you plank. Keep your tailbone tucked. And then like I said, if you'd like, you can lower your knees. So we'll do this variation again this round, and then we'll keep ourselves on our toes for the third round. We're just gonna hold this modified plank for a moment. Remember, keep your core engaged, your glutes engaged, everything from your shoulders down to your knees. Then bend your elbows gently. And you can do a small lift or come all the way up for your upward dog. So in your upward dog, make sure your shoulders, once again, are down away from your ears. And you can look up if you like and press up through the tops of your feet. Great job. Lower your knees and tuck your toes, come up for your downward dog. Great job. Gently bend your knees. Jump your feet in for your forward fold once more. Find your breath, relax your neck. Really finding your stillness in your poses helps you relax in those stretches, and it helps you to deepen the stretch a little bit by being aware of how your body feels while you stretch. And roll it up slowly. Okay, so we'll repeat one more time. This time we will do like the more advanced version. If you're not quite ready for the more advanced version, you can always keep yourself on your knees now. Guide you through it as we go. We'll inhale, arms come up. If you like, you can back bend here slightly. Make sure you're not pushing your knees out to the front. You keep your legs straight. Engage your core, lean back slightly. Come up, exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Half lift, bring those hands up in front of your shins. Place those hands down to the mat. Bend your knees. Jump your feet back gently. Swing your toes. Bend your elbows. Come up for your upward dog. Shoulders down away from your ears. Look up if you like. Downward dog. Gently bend your knees. Jump your feet into your hands. Roll up. Nice and slow. We'll repeat one more time. Hope you generated a little bit of heat. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, back down, forward fold. Hands at the shins. Hands down to the mat. Bend your knees. We're gonna walk one foot back, walk the second back. Just for a reminder, bend your elbows. Great job. Press through the tops of your feet. Lift up. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. And bend your knees slightly. Dump your feet into your hands. And straighten your legs, relax your neck. Let your head fall. Bend one knee, straighten the other at alternating times. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Really lean into that straightened leg. Great job. So as you bend your right knee, you'll place that right hand down in front of your foot. And we're going to open our chest, lift our left hand up to the sky. And we're going to bring our left hand down to meet the right. Then we'll switch. So right hand comes up, left comes down to the mat, left knee bends. So your checkpoints, right leg is straight, left knee is bent, right hand is up to the sky, left hand is out front in front of your feet. And we're gonna bring that left hand down, walk our feet back to our plank. And we're gonna lower our knees back to a child's pose. We're here resting in child's pose. Your forehead is resting gently on the mat. Hands are out to the front. And from here, if you like, you can place your elbows down to the mat. Place your hands together, palms together, or at least press your fingertips together. There should be space enough for a small ball in your hands. And you're going to put your hands behind your head. Stretch those triceps out just a little bit. Good job. And we're going to come back to a tabletop position. From here, we're going to keep our hips over our hands for our extended child's pose or puppy pose, whichever one we're going to call it. And we're going to walk our hands out as far as we can, but this time we're going to add a little variation to it. You're going to put your right arm underneath. On top of it, you're going to rest gently on top of that shoulder. You're going to bring that left hand out to the front as far as you can. And then we'll come up and switch. So right hand is going to come up overhead. Left hand is going to come through. We're going to thread the needle. And you're going to rest gently on that left shoulder. Hand up overhead. So from here, we'll loop our arm back through and come here to center, spreading your fingertips out far and wide. If you like, you can even tense your fingers to deepen the stretch in your shoulders. But if not, you can keep those hands flat on the mat. Good job. And we'll come back here to a seated position. Alright, so we'll begin sitting nice and tall. We'll place our right ankle above our left knee. So if you like to just sit here and hang out here, if it feels great to you, that's fine. But if you want to deepen the stretch a little bit, you can reach for your ankle as you sit here. If your knees do not like it, you can always just remain here. And if your knees don't like that, you can always just seated forward. We'll hold this for a few breaths. You can reach for your ankle. Remember to breathe and be mindful in each individual pose that you do not anticipate so hard on the next one. Good job, ankles to the sides. So we place that right foot down. Left ankle above the right knee or out by your side. It's up to you. Out by the other foot side. And we're gonna reach. You should feel this all in that area. Beautiful job. And as we come to a wrap, we're going to come to a comfortable seated position. We're going to place our right hand to our left knee. Right here. Cooperate, because it's probably looking crazy right now. We're going to place our right hand to our left knee, left hand back behind us, and sit up nice and tall, and twist to your left. Try not to cave down in your back. You can even look back behind you. Perfect, and gently come back to center. Twisting poses are really great for your digestion. If you're having a few digestive issues, they could help. Try it out and let me know how it goes for you. So we're gonna place our left hand to our right knee, right hand behind you. Lift your chest, look out behind you, and hold this for a few deep breaths. And so from here, we'll come back to center. Our hands are gonna come out by our sides. Remember to keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. Come up, inhale, arms up. Exhale, and repeat. Nice and graceful. You can even make an audible ha sound when you exhale, inhale. And from here, we'll bring our hands back to heart center. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Until next time, namaste.